and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
Some answers tonight for a family left in the dark about how their daughter died last August in a Fargo apartment garage. Police are looking for a 25-year-old man after an arrest warrant was issued relating to the death of a former NDSU student. Joseph Greenman is facing a number of charges. Court documents say he moved the body of Casey Jo Schulte knowing she had died in an unusual or suspicious manner. Documents go on to say Greenman was the first to discover the dead body and did not immediately report it. Police also say they found drugs on him. All the counts he's facing are misdemeanor charges. Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Nicole Johnson spoke with Schulte's mom, who is thanking the Fargo Police Department for finding them some answers. Nicole joins us live in studio. Nicole?
The Cass County Coroner's Office says the cause of Schulte's death is still under investigation. Court documents say Schulte's injuries appeared to be consistent with a hanging, and it was probably a suicide. Schulte's mom, Shelley Elkington, says her daughter was the victim of opiate overprescribing, an addiction that wasn't her fault and landed her in harm's way. She was a bright, ambitious young woman attending NDSU when she was diagnosed with Crohn's disease and lived in constant pain. Schulte was prescribed painkillers soon she was addicted to and caused her life to spiral out of control. Elkington is thanking the Fargo Police Department for finding some answers. Although she doesn't think she'll ever find closure, Elkington is turning her pain into advocacy. She's working with Senator Amy Klobuchar on a bill that would address the opiate epidemic, saying it doesn't change the fact that Casey is gone. It's come too late for her, but it won't for others. Andrea?
All right, thank you, Nicole. Greenman has a list of prior charges in Minnesota. He has spent time in prisons for drug use, domestic violence, and also violating protection orders. Greenman told police he and Schulte were dating and he could not get a hold of her. Documents also say he had given a fake name to investigators. Also, if you or someone you know is struggling with thoughts of suicide, call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. That number is right there at the bottom of your screen, or you can dial 211. Was it the work of a serial stabber? Fargo police were called downtown last night saying this man, Herbert Brady, was at the center of another stabbing incident. Brady was charged last year with stabbing a man, but the court ruled that was in self-defense. They say that's why he wasn't locked up for good, unable to stab someone again.
Our job as prosecutors isn't just to lock everybody up and throw the key away. Our job is try to be fair, try to get a good outcome, and we also have to work with the facts that we're given.
Brady remains at the Cass County Jail. He is expected to be formally charged in the coming days. It was a chilly one out there today and a bit gloomy with those gray skies, and parts of the valley saw snow. Let's head over to Hutch Johnson to see what we can expect tonight. Hutch?
Andrea, thank you so much. It does look like our weather remains gray, but for the most part, quiet into your evening. Here is a look, though, at what we have going on across the region. We're seeing that temperatures are nice where the sun is shining. Jamestown starting to see sun. Fargo and points east stuck in the clouds, at least for now. The satellite shows the snow is beginning to wrap out of the region there as it exits Wadena County. Temperatures in the 20s in the valley, warm to the 50s in the central Dakotas, and that warm air is heading our way. But not this evening. Here's a look at your planner. Fargo-Moorhead near 30 to 33 degrees all evening. Light winds and a break in the clouds. And if you're in Fergus Falls tonight, we'll see temperatures slipping into the 20s by bedtime. Grand Forks likewise near 30 degrees. Quite a bit of cloudiness. The sun will bring warmth. I'll have details on just how warm we go. It looks like we could challenge a few records in the forecast.
Nice.
We'll tell you when, and a chance for, get ready for it, big snow. We'll have details on all that here in a minute.
All right, thanks, Hutch.
Yes.
We investigated a whistleblower complaint that students are being served spoiled food at Bagley High School. A Bagley High School student claims she recently opened this container of moldy applesauce that was served at school. The photo was posted on Facebook and the story is hot on social media. However, the photo does not put things into perspective. Bagley schools served meals, they serve 150,000 meals a year. And like other schools, they depend on carton after carton of federally subsidized food. The moldy applesauce in question was found in one single container.
That particular item. It was federal commodities that we receive in our school district. Apparently a seal or something had broken on that commodity and caused that applesauce to be moldy.
We also checked out this story with the Minnesota State Health Department. A spokesperson says the Bagley High School cafeteria has an exemplary inspection record. We first heard about this story through our whistleblower hotline. If you need help with an issue in your community, call our hotline and we'll do our best to get to the bottom of it. Call 237-6576 and leave your tip. A member of our investigative team will get on the case and go to work to expose the truth. The Fargo Public School Board now has an update on its year-long budget. Right now, the district has $1.7 million in under-realized revenues, which seems like a large figure, but their entire budget is over $145 million. When we sat down with the business manager for the district, he explained that $1.7 million is only 1% of the year-long school budget.
It's a large number. I couldn't write you a personal check for it, but I certainly understand that with a large organization, small percentages of a large number are a large number, and people need to keep that in perspective and understand that every year we monitor our budgets on a regular basis.
Leitz wants the public to know that under-realized revenues isn't the same as a budget deficit. He adds, once the Fargo School Board's fiscal year ends on June 30th, then they'll have a better idea of whether or not they planned accordingly. Minnesota Governor Mark Dayton will outline his legislative priorities in his State of the State address tonight. He has said education and water quality are key issues for him. With construction at the state capitol, the speech will be held at the University of Minnesota. Watch for a recap tonight on Valley News Live, 10 at 10. And remember to like Valley News Live on Facebook. You can follow the latest news, weather, and breaking news updates anytime on your feed. Just search Valley News Live, like our page, and you'll stay informed throughout the entire day. It's huge news for country music fans. Garth Brooks is coming back to Fargo for a concert this May. The Fargo Dome announced this morning that Garth Brooks' world tour will happen on May 7th. Concert tickets go on sale March 18th at 10 in the morning and can only be bought online or via phone. With tickets going on sale in just 9 days, Valley News Team's Ashley Bishop explains how purchasing tickets for this concert is different than most and the different types of tickets you might get.
I like Garth Brooks. I have never gone to one of his shows, but some of his songs I do like.
Your friends and you might not have to dig in low places to come up with the $75 for tickets to see Garth Brooks. But it might be a challenge to land that golden ticket.
If I can get my hands on tickets, so I'm guessing they're probably going to go pretty quick.
Tickets to see Garth will not be sold at the box office, only online and via phone. The website recommends people register their accounts prior to buying them online. There is a chance select seats will be mobile paperless tickets, meaning you will not get a physical paper ticket and need a government-issued ID matching the name on the mobile ticket.
I think it's kind of cool that he keeps them exclusive, and once you're committed to buying them, then you're going to the show or you're not going.
You know, there would be no, oh, I forgot my ticket. It's on your phone, tied to your ID, and you take your ID everywhere.
The Fargo Dome general manager says he doesn't know how many paperless tickets will be available, but usually they're the best seats in the house.
Because it's hard sometimes to get tickets for low cost, especially if they're really sought after tickets. It's hard to get them. And
the Fargo Dome website says these type of tickets are done to keep the best seats available to fans. The general manager says it is the artist's decision to sell tickets this way, most doing it to keep them out of the hands of scalpers. He reminds people to be careful when buying tickets through secondary sources. Ashley Bishop, Valley News Live.
The Fargo Dome says they're still figuring out what will happen if people with paperless tickets can't attend the concert and wish to give them away. The last time Garth visited Fargo was 17 years ago. He had 3 shows then. The Fargo Dome says the only date for Garth's concert so far is Saturday, May 7th, and they'll announce if additional shows will be added. May 7th will be a busy night for concerts because Carrie Underwood is also playing in Grand Forks. Watch for construction zones Construction zones and cones going up again, starting today on the Main Avenue project in West Fargo. Drivers will be limited to 1 lane of traffic in each direction, and speeds will be reduced to 25 miles per hour over the Cheyenne River Bridge. By the end of next week, traffic will be head-to-head on the south side of Main Avenue. The construction zone primarily focuses on the Cheyenne River Bridge and includes a few blocks of roadway on each side. Work will wrap up in the fall, completing a 7-year reconstruction plan along the Main Avenue corridor. Later on Valley News Live at 6, a luncheon celebrating all women and 5 inspiring leaders in North Dakota. Stay tuned for that.
A more winter-like air mass settling into the valley. The air mass battlecast shows it won't be long-lived. As spring air returns, I'll have details on how high we go. Coming up right after this.